2 is the time right now. Today, Donald Trump will be sworn in as the 47th president of the United States. And for the first time since 1985, he will be sworn in into office inside the U.S. Capitol Rotunda. And that's because of today's bitterly cold temperatures. Now, these are photos of crews getting set up for the ceremony. Now, last night, the president-elect took a victory lap with supporters at a rally at Capital One Arena. And that's where he gave a glimpse into what you can expect in the first few days of his second administration, including the dozens of executive orders that he plans to sign on his first day in office. To talk more about Trump's plan and what we could see today, our Jess Arnold joins us now from a rooftop near the White House. Good morning, Jess.
Good morning. Yeah, as you mentioned, the first time that this ceremony is having to be moved inside in 40 years. Of course, the last time was with Ronald Reagan's second term in 1985, when he also had bitterly cold temperatures to contend with, and the swearing-in ceremony was moved inside the Capitol Rotunda. Now, this change may have felt last minute to some, just being announced on Friday, but the Secret Service confirmed in a briefing yesterday that this was always a contingency plan, that they were ready to mobilize if they had to, and now they just have to execute. But in terms of the order of events, they're going to start the day with a service at St. John's Church. Then they're going to be having tea with the Bidens at the White House. And then there, of course, will be the swearing-in ceremony taking place, as I mentioned, inside the Capitol Rotunda. That'll be happening by noon. Now, after being sworn in as the 47th president, President-elect Trump will give his inaugural address, stressing his team says a theme of unity. But we did get some insight yesterday as to his focus as he begins his second term at the Make America Great Again victory rally at Capital One Arena. He started off celebrating his victory and touting how he has already made an impact.
I'm thrilled to be back with so many friends, supporters, and true American patriots on the eve of taking back our country. That's what we're going to do, take back our country.
Now, he took credit for the ceasefire reached between Hamas and Israel, as well as restoring TikTok after it briefly shut down ahead of the ban taking effect. Now, this comes after President-elect Trump previously supported a ban. Now, he said he will enact many executive orders starting day one, including one to shut down the borders and begin what he calls America's largest ever deportation operation, continuing his rhetoric that these undocumented immigrants are dangerous.
By the time the sun sets tomorrow evening, the invasion of our borders will have come to a halt, and all the illegal border trespassers will in some form or another be on their way back home.
Now, he also said he plans to end DEI mandates and federal bureaucracy waste, as well as end what he calls Biden's war on energy. He also said he believes everyone in the arena will be happy with his decision on what he calls the J6 hostages. He mentioned support from gun groups like the NRA and listed some of his cabinet picks, like, of course, the controversial DOD pick, Pete Hegseth. Now, much more to come, of course, in his inaugural address for what we can expect out of President-elect Trump's second term. But, of course, not as many people will be able to watch it happen now that it has been moved inside. There are 200,000 ticket holders. Some will be able to view from inside Capital One Arena, but it only seats 20,000. So still waiting for more information on who exactly will be able to get in. Those who don't will at least be able to see the motorcade pass by as it goes from Capitol to Capital One Arena. Wisdom.
All right, Jess Arnold reporting. Thank you very much, Jess.